Hello, Jason Tadlock, Elkhorn Area School District, answering common questions related to the upcoming referendum. One of those is, how will the referendum funds be used? I wish I could tell you that it's going to be used for these new and exciting programs or expansions in certain areas. The reality is the funds are going to be used to maintain our current instructional programs, class sizes, staffing, ongoing safety, and facility maintenance. Not that those aren't wonderful things, but that's really what we're asking to support, and that's what the dollar amount of increasing the revenue limit is for. What we have here is a pie chart of what makes up a school district budget. This is a pretty common breakdown, but this represents ours here in Elkhorn. You'll see in this purple, 76% of our school district budget is made up in personnel costs. That's pretty common. You'll see that range anywhere from 75% to as high as 85% in some school districts. So that is the bulk of what it costs to run an operated school district. That makes sense because we are a service industry and people dependent. Next is supplies and equipment. That makes up 6% of our total overall budget. 5% for student transportation. That's the bulk of that is our busing. Utilities and maintenance makes up another 5%. 3% is what we pay for open enrollment out for those that go to other institutions other than Elkhorn. And then 5% is specialized instruction or tuition expenses. Again, that is for typically our students with disabilities that we're providing additional educational needs to. You'll notice within this budget, when we look at what do we need to cut, eliminate, or reduce in order to make up budget deficits, the reality is you have to look at what are the largest slices of the pie. And that happens to be personnel. So without increasing the revenue limit, without a referendum, the reality is the greatest impact will be on our personnel. And we'll have to reduce in that area, which means larger class sizes, less supports, and less programming opportunities for students. Can you reduce some from supplies and equipment? There's some that you could trim there, some that you could possibly reduce there, but in reality, that makes up a very small portion of the budget, and very little of this would be what's considered discretionary. Student transportation, we reduced 3 bus routes this year. It makes the rest longer, makes the drive a little bit longer, but again, there's limited amounts that you can reduce from that segment, but that is certainly an area that would have to be looked at. Utilities and maintenance. Utilities are pretty much a fixed cost. We've done a lot of measures to help balance those and reduce those costs as much as possible. Ongoing maintenance, that's one of the reasons why the state of Wisconsin has billions of dollars in deferred maintenance, because districts don't have the monies to keep their facilities up to date. And, again, it's an area that we don't have a lot of discretionary funds for. Our total maintenance budget runs around $500,000 a year that's all of our buildings, which is woefully inadequate. And then open enrollment out and so forth. These are fixed costs that we don't really have a lot of control over. So I hope that answers that question, is, what would that referendum or those funds or that increased revenue limit authority be used for? Thank you.